This is a hands-on working video to give you a sense of you at the center and the approach that we take with people who participate with us. So get out a piece of paper. If at any time I go too fast, then just put the video on pause, catch up, and then pick up where you left off. Little background is most people have learned to put something of importance in the center of their life. So they may put work in the center of their life. Pretty typical for entrepreneurs and small business owners, but many other people as well. Sometimes women mostly, but sometimes people put their children or their parents or their family in the center of their life. But let's assume for now that most people put their work or their business in the center of their life. And what happens when that takes priority, so to speak, is that that grows, that expands. So the more you put attention and energy on something, it expands and crowds out other things. So you drop out your health and fitness practices, or you drop out your time with important relationships, or your time meeting new people, which will hurt you in the long run if you're in the business world. We want to put you in the center, because if you get bigger, you can hold more, you can think better, you can influence more people, you can take more effective actions. There's a lot that happens when you are in the center. It's not selfish, it's responsible. You'll get a sense of what I'm saying. All right, on your piece of paper, draw a circle in the middle. And in this circle, at the top of the circle, write the word you. In that circle, write down a few things. And here's what we want to pretend. For a moment, pretend you got plenty of time. Pretend you have plenty of money. You don't have to worry about money or time or any of the other pressing issues. This is about designing the way you would like to have your life. So if you had plenty of time, what would you do every day or every week, at least once a week, that nurtures you or makes you happy, just makes you joyful, or perhaps it leaves you centered and grounded? Any of those kinds of things. Centered, grounded, happy, joyful, peaceful. What are those things for you? And while you're writing your own list, I'm going to talk about things that are typical for the people that I have worked with in the past. And one of the first things that many people say is something like meditation or quiet time. Maybe it's yoga, something that's in that domain for many people. So let's say if yours was meditation or quiet time, let's say the ideal thing is you want 15 minutes of that. And whether you're drinking your favorite tea or just sitting, staring at the sunrise, or just sitting there, it's your quiet time, 15 minutes. The second thing many people, perhaps you would want, is reading. Maybe you would be very happy to have at least 45 minutes where you could read anything, whether it's a business journal or a magazine or a favorite book that you like to escape into for 45 minutes. What if you could have 45 minutes every day? Would that make you happy? On my imaginary list, or a typical thing in Colorado, is hiking. Many people like to hike or ski or any of those kinds of outdoor things in Colorado. So I'm writing down hiking. Or travel. Now, travel, we want to write down there if that's important, but we won't count that in when we figure out how much time, since whether you're in Bangkok or Denver or wherever you live or traveling to, 24 hours is how many hours there are in a day no matter what. So it doesn't really take more time except for the air travel, so forth, or the car travel to the location. But we won't count that in the regular time. And then I'm going to write down gardening and time for friends. So I have a certain amount that I'm thinking I'd like to have every day. So 15 minutes of meditation or quiet time, 45 minutes of reading, and so forth. Now, we want to translate that to the amount of time that would be in a week. So in meditation, if I had 15 minutes a day, that would end up being just under 2 hours. So we'll round up to 2 hours. And if I were having 45 minutes to read and multiplied that by 7 and rounded up, I would have 6 hours. And for hiking, most people wouldn't hike every day. They'd hike once a week, and probably 6 hours would be the time to get there, the hike, and come back. So let's put 6 hours. And gardening, perhaps you love to garden and you like gardening in 2-hour blocks and 2-hour blocks. So twice a week, that'd be 4 hours. And for friends, you love spending time with friends. It makes you happy. And let's just say another 2-hour block, 2-hour blocks might be 4 hours. And if we add all that up, that's 22 hours for those activities. So I'll wait if you put it on pause and wait till you catch up to that point. Okay, so now we've finished your You at the Center practices, the things that would keep you centered and grounded and happy. Then we want to draw a circle in the bottom right. At the bottom right of your piece of paper, draw a circle, health. And in health, I'm going to do a very quick I'm going to assign you certain things in health, okay, for now. Just this is a quick overview. I'm going to give you and everyone else 8 hours of sleep a night, whether you use it or not, and 1 hour to exercise every day, and 2 hours allocated for eating, and that could be food prep or just eating. Almost no one just enjoys food. They are often eating and doing work on the computer and something else at the same time. But if I add up all those hours, those 12 hours, 11 hours a day, that's 77 hours for the week. So we'll put 77 down. Now go to the top left circle and draw a circle and label that relationships. And in there's different kinds of relationships. There's certainly your family members, whether you have a big or small family. There's your friends. And then always have an other category. That other category is to be able to have the time to meet new people. You never know what collaborations, what things you can create, what business opportunities might show up just from meeting other people. And for now, since this is a quick exercise, if you may have some of relationship time in the center, like my example, but we're going to give you 20 hours there. You may, when you do this again, do more or less. And then in the bottom left, another circle. And this circle is either what you would consider work or career or business, whatever that is for you. And that area, let's see how many hours left we have for that. So if you do a little math, so 168 hours in a week minus the 77 in the health circle leaves us 91. And then we'll subtract the 20 that we allocated for relationships. That's almost 3 hours a day. Then that leaves us 71 hours. Then we'll go to 20, we'll subtract the 22 from You at the Center, which leaves us 49 hours. Now let's just take those 40 hours. And I know in the beginning this seems unreasonable or impossible, but if we took those 40 hours and we allocated them with 10 for study, thinking, and planning, and 30 to take the key actions that would get you the results you want in your business, work, or career, we'd have 9 extra hours. Some people say, what do you do with laundry and those kind of things? Even if we had 0, even if we put all 49 in the work, you'd have time, you'd figure that out. This is a big picture view. And many people are shocked because they don't meditate or they don't go hiking because they assume they don't have the time. But there is the time if you rethink and recalibrate your life. The You at the Center 100-day course is designed to take you from however your life is organized now to this state of affairs, so to speak, this balance of your life. A lot happens along the way. You get clearer and clearer what matters to you. You get more aligned with your values. It's a very natural process. You begin to get your relationships, your health, your work into that flow in the zone experience. People move at different paces in the 100-day course. You'll move at your pace, but you will learn what is your own rhythm. What are the practices that make the biggest difference for you to create the conditions and the lifestyle that will allow you to be your best self and to make the biggest impact that you want to make, whether it's with your family or in the world. If any of this resonated with you, I invite you to go to the website At the very least, sign up for our mailing list so you can receive our tips and take the initial You at the Center lifestyle test and get an assessment and utilize the information that we give out weekly. If you're even more engaged, you want to take action and start organizing your life this way, I invite you to join us with the 100-day course. More information on the course, including the frequently asked questions and the opportunity to register, are all on the website.